This is the drone lane parking lot. I'm gonna go up and ride Jeff's Whoop Whoop down, but there are a lot of trails you can get to from here. This trail is drone lane, and I'm gonna connect a bunch of trails together, and that basically takes you right to the top. It's common to go up here for Jeff's Whoop Whoop, Gower Power A-Line. Basically, you can take Ticket to Ride to go up the other side, and this meets at the same spot. You can also get to Prospect Heights from here. So I'm starting on drone lane. If you're following on a map, start on drone lane, and then we connect it to Queen Bee, and then connect that to Janice's Jive. It's probably about a 15 or 20 minute climb, so I might edit a lot of that out, but this will at least give you an idea of what it's like. It's a lot of climbing. There are a lot of intersections that can be a little confusing, so I'll make sure to leave those parts in. And yeah, in the meantime, just enjoy the sounds of the trail. There are not many people out here right now. It's fairly early in the morning. A lot of birds out. Probably bears and moose. I like bears and moose, but I hope I don't encounter them. Other than that, yeah, listen to the sounds of the trail. And the sounds of me struggling to climb. Here's an intersection. This is where we catch Queen Bee. Right and left are both Queen Bee. This Queen Bee is a loop. We're gonna go right. This is the fastest way to connect to Janice's Jive. But if you turn left and ride Queen Bee, you will eventually end up back here. I'll also mention all of these trails so far are two-way. Most people only go up these trails and then come down a different way, but You do occasionally run into people coming down, so keep that in mind. If you want to ride it going down, I've actually never done it. It looks like it could be fun, but watch your speed, because most people just use these trails for uphill, but you're allowed to do either one. And if you're out here early in the morning by yourself, it's a really good idea to carry bear spray. There's a rabbit. One of the things that always amazes me about, well, all of the trails, and at least in the Anchorage area, is how they have the drainage on them. I mean, it like really downpoured just 2 days ago, like big time, and they're already dried out. I don't really know how they pulled that off, or if it probably just has a lot to do with the type of soil. But if it rains really hard, at the next day they're ready to go again. one. Oh, goes that way too. Some kind of wildlife in there. Didn't see it, but I heard it. Okay, here's where Janice's Jive starts. If you turn left, you keep going around the rest of the Queen Bee loop, and it'll take you back to where we started. And turn right, go to Janice's Jive, which will take you to the top. And here, if you turn right, we'll actually just go around this little corner and come back in the same spot. I keep hearing animals in the woods next to me. This trail is, from a technical standpoint, pretty easy. It does involve a lot of climbing, so that's really its only difficulty. It takes a lot of leg power, but it's not that difficult. And there are these little root sections like this. It can be a little hard to climb, but Up here is the next big intersection. This is basically where Janice's Jive ends. And you have a bunch of options. If you go left, you have that bench and you can look at that really nice view all day while you do a breather. Then this one is Hornet's Nest, which is really windy. It keeps going to the top. It's pretty steep and windy. I'll do a video on that in a later time. Then over here, you have another fork. If you go straight, that's, I believe, power line or gas line, some utility line. That goes straight up to Glen Alps. There are better ways to get to Glen Alps than just climbing straight up. The one to the left of that is the better way to get to Glen Alps. That connects you to Prospect Heights. And then this one is where I'm going. I think it's called Upper Hive, but it takes you to the top of Jeff's Whoop Whoop, Gower Power, and all those fun ones. Okay, it's called The Hive. And that's the way I'm going. There's this fun little rock drop right here. It's a little jarring, but it's kind of fun. If you go to the right, you don't have to hit it. It's hard to get enough speed to do it. Fun. It's a good one to learn on. Whew. Here's another fun rock there, but I've never had the energy to pedal fast enough to do anything fun on it because I use all my energy going up the hill. Some people just have more energy than me. By that, meaning most people. Here's another intersection. I think if you turn right, it goes to Wolverine Bowl. I've never done that. If you go left, you keep going to the top. It's this downhill section. Get a lot of speed because it's hard to get up the roots afterwards. And I always pre-shift into a really low gear. So it can be really hard to get up that if you don't. And here we are at the top. This is the top of Hillside. And this is where the Hive ends. This is Lower Hive. Sorry, this is Upper Hive. There is a Lower Hive. I'll show later. This is where the Hive ends. And if you keep going, that's where you can either go down Jeff's Whoop Whoop or Gower Power's farther down. And everything below there is a one-way uphill because that's where the top of Ticket to Ride. Basically, we're where Ticket to Ride and the Hive join. I hope that'll make sense. That's one of the ways to get to the top of Hillside.